I guess this is our last exploration phase. We're gonna work on just skills that I can bring over New Game Plus. And that's it, because in terms of supports, we really only need S supports and stuff. So we are pretty much done with that. Let's go. Only 1 month of free time, then 2 maps back to back. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. Yes. The question is, how long is it going to take?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The war is careening headfirst toward its grand finale. Do me a favor and get through this mess alive, okay? After the dust settles, maybe I'll go on to guard other entrances in other parts of the world. I'm a dreamer, my friend. Always have been.
Well done.
I feel like they really tried with Abyss Keeper to make Gatekeeper 2, and it just didn't really work.
Intriguing.
But maybe that's just me.
Is it true what they say? That the Archbishop is a captive of the Empire? I've never heard of anything so brash in all the Empire's long history. It is vexing that Lady Edelgard's true motives elude me. If only I still had noble connections to draw on. The loss of my house has proven to be a thorn in my side again and again.
The war might be over soon. All this time we've been fighting, and the end comes in the blink of an eye. I have no idea what I'll do afterwards, though. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
It's okay to take your
I
time.
will. Though you already seem to know what you're going to do. Which is what, exactly?
Run away with my
don't
dragon
tell me your
husband.
plans just yet.
That was
Let's
my
revisit
plan.
this topic when the war has drawn to a close.
Isn't that what you guys would want to do?
Wow. We're getting along a lot better with the Kingdom soldiers recently. Everyone's
Right,
in
because
higher
everything is just
spirits.
magically okay in this
When I
route.
first got here,
all of a sudden.
some of them were aggressive toward us, even abusive. All that's changed
You want me to fight them?
They've
I'll
been
fight them.
courteous with us. Generous even. It's nice to see.
So, did they just have a random personality change too? Because that is what happens sometimes. I don't even know why I'm looking in here. So, I guess Yuri and Balthus are not down here today. Shame she has no name. Less happy, that's right. And Connie. Premiere time.
Okay.
Ajmer.
It's very likely that Lady Rhea is confined in the Imperial Palace.
Well, this person
If
hasn't
so,
appeared yet.
Then our strategy will be to gain control of the streets, and then
Oh,
assault
there
the
they are.
castle.
Hello.
A street battle
That took a
followed by a
moment.
castle invasion. It's just one battle after another. It'll be tough, but we have to win. For Lady Rhea.
I feel like if we saw more of Rhea actually doing things for people, then maybe we would agree with her. Like, agree with people when they say, oh, we gotta go save her. But Rhea never does anything. You never see Rhea being kind to anyone, really, aside from the way that she gives you preferential treatment, and that is only because of Seteth.
Okay.
It's not out of the goodness of her heart. Like, yes, she helped Catherine and Cyril, but you don't actually see her really doing anything kind.
What the?
Ever? She just you know, you see her
I'm thinking
sentencing traitors to death. That's about it, though. So when everyone's like, oh god, we gotta save her, it's like, what I mean...
10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west.
I don't want to end
Their
you.
final target
Please.
was the capital.
Please, dragon.
But they were countered
me.
at a port
End
town
my suffering.
long before they reached their destination.
Alright,
We spent a lot of time going back and forth, but at least we made it this far.
Well, you know what they say, tell, don't show, writing 101.
Hey.
Like, the thing is, I think Rhea is a really interesting character, and it's unfortunate that we really don't get to see much of that, you know what I mean?
Sorry, but I'm not the fighting type.
Oh,
All
you
I can
normal
do is lend
type?
you the stuff you need.
Water type?
And, you know, pray to the goddess for your safety. Win, live, and return, okay? Mostly so you can pay me back for the stuff you borrowed.
Fine, I'll just smother you with cake. Well, rude. But now, because of all the emotes you posted, I have to wonder if cake is a euphemism for ass, and I don't want that. I trip all the time. But what if I trip on the battlefield? Will I die? I'm probably gonna die. Focus on what you'll do if the enemy trips instead. There's no mercy on the battle. She wants to hear. You should wear shoes with better traction. Oh, I did it. We hardly ever see him ghost type for sure. Hi, Kayla. Since this is the last month, mind lending us weapons for the last few months, no charge, right? We just have free stuff. Please. Do.
It matters not how just
Gilbert, I
our
don't wanna
cause
talk
may
to you.
be. In the end, war is nothing more than organized murder. I understand the desire to reach a conclusion, but we mustn't overlook the sins inherent in our deeds.
I understand, of course.
Sorry. I have a tendency to preach.
And
We have
wine.
lost
Yes, we
so
know, Gilbert.
much. And in return, we have taken much from our enemies. I pray we can put an end to this cycle of violence. I have a request.
Yeah, I'm not doing
I
that,
believe in
Gilbert.
you, but please ensure that His Highness survives as well. Fodlan's future
Isn't
would be
that
in
your
peril
job
if we
to do?
lost him. I would not be able to go on.
Leave it to me,
Thank
I
you.
guess. To do. Live your own life, man. You don't need Dimitri.
Professor.
You're a strong, independent chef. You don't need him. You praying?
I am. It's a bit of a ritual for me to pray before something big like this.
Literally never seen you
I
in here
couldn't
before.
recount a single word of scripture for you, but my mother always prayed. I picked up the habit from her. Believe it or not, I'm praying for you too. For you to come back safe.
A strong, independent chef who don't need no king. That's right. That's to do. That's our boy. He doesn't need you, Dimitri.
Our next battlefield will be the Imperial capital. There will be no turning back. If you have any unfinished business here, you had best settle it before we depart.
Okay.
I knew I could count on you. Good luck.
Okay, bye.
That reminds
This way. Oh,
Hey.
Catherine, what do you want?
Come to think of it, looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her.
Probably.
I was just kidding. Pay me no mind.
Catherine, she's dead.
Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know. No matter how much I might wish she were. She's waiting for you.
Or she's dying. You can't romance her in this route, Catherine, so she's gonna die. I'm just telling you. Spoilers, but, you know, you need to hear it.
Fighting in the capital? Ugh. And we're fighting against Edelgard. Double ugh.
Catherine
But
wants
with
that
you leading us,
cake.
Professor,
Oh.
I know we'll win. Yeah!
Who's your favorite character?
Fighting! I'm a little scared, to be honest. I'm just shouting to relieve the tension, but I'll be fine.
My favorite character? I don't know.
Really?
There's a lot of characters that I really, really love. If we're talking about the character that I have the most merch of.
Did you know a magnificent canal
I could answer
flows
that.
through downtown Enbar? It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Seros before the Empire was even formed.
What
Ever
is going
since,
on with this
that canal has been
shadow?
a major lifeline for the capital's
Look at
development.
his shadow.
And now this is how the Empire repays it. True.
It's like all pixely.
No good deed goes unpunished.
I guess they're all like that, and I just noticed in that moment. Huh. Why are they all, like, pixely? Huh. Did you end up pre-ordering the Edelgard Figma? Yeah, Eco and I split it for my birthday. That and the Yennefer Nendoroid. So, I ordered both of those, and then, we split it, and that was part of my birthday present. Because he also got me an Nendoroid from Persona. She's sitting on my desk. He's very cute.
We're about to put the finishing touches on this war. I wonder how Fodlan will look without the backdrop of death and destruction. I can't wait to see it. On the other hand, I'm terrified of what the future might hold. Who knows if I'll survive the assault on the capital?
He has a desk full of Hanneman plushies and amoebas. You mean amiibos? Not amoebas? You can't see. Single cell Hannemans, yes, guys. Yeah, I have a whole shelf full of Hanneman merch. It's my secret. Oh, nice. Just got a Switch Lite. Which one did you go for, Livy Bear?
Please. I've got a bit of Dusker blood in me. Vargas is our ancestral enemy. But if that man is going to be the king, I don't see any harm in lending him my blade. I believe that we can forge a proud
It's an
new
eye,
kingdom. As you can tell, I'm expecting great things. I won't forgive you if you lose.
Okay, random Raiden woman.
Attacking the capital means crossing swords with the Emperor herself. I hope you won't be caught unprepared. I've heard that she'll stop at nothing in the pursuit of victory. Be careful of that Hubert, too, the minister of the Imperial household. They say he's a cunning strategist.
The teal one, that's the one I have. It's so pretty. Loving it so far? Awesome.
How about this?
Okay, small child. Hi, Lysithia.
Wanting so desperately to speak with Edelgard, just as we're about to fight. Could it be that the prince is having doubts about killing her?
What? Yes, the answer is yes, he is.
Then perhaps it is okay. He's certainly changed from the vengeful person he once was.
Oh yeah, you changed, and it was very fast.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm actually relieved.
Everyone's relieved.
A king who's responsible for Fodlan's future can't exact personal vendettas and have a cold heart.
Change doesn't happen that fast. Honestly, like, I think I'd be fine with Dimitri as he is now if he had had a more believable change, because it just doesn't, it's not earned, and I think that's the biggest issue, is that it was so snap, like it just happened so fast. Dimitri now is pretty much fine, but again, it's just like he woke up one day and was like, nah. And I understand, yes, Rodrigue died, which was supposed to be, you know, the moment. But even still, it was so fast. It wasn't like he had the time to process it and gradually kind of changed or any, you know. It just doesn't feel earned, and now it's like, oh, he's so reasonable and just totally fine. Like, none of that ever happened. I was like, it just feels a little bit lazy in terms of writing. And maybe that's, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was just rushed. I don't know. But yeah, Rodrigue was barely in the story. Exactly. Again, it would have made more sense if he had had a bigger change when Dedue appeared, because Dedue was his best friend and he thought he was dead. So it would make more sense to me for him to have a bigger reaction or change to Dedue coming back, you know, than Rodrigue. I mean, yeah, Rodrigue was sort of like a father figure to him, but again, we didn't really get to see much of that.
I hope this is the final battle. Don't you, Professor? When the war is over, everyone will be busy with their own lives. But let's all meet up again someday. Right here at Garreg Mach. You, His Highness, my father, our monastery friends, the knights, everyone.
That's a great idea.
It was just a silly whim I had, but I really love it. Ooh, and I'll bake a bunch of desserts for it. Reunion sweets. All we have to do now is win. Let's get to it, Professor.
Or if Gilbert could die if you didn't hit certain criteria, given he's a major character in this arc. Yeah, again, it was just so fast and just such a snap change as opposed to an arc.
We'll be heading for the capital soon. So much rests on this moment. Will the war really be over if we take the capital?
Of course it will. It's the end of the game, Mercy. Might not end right away.
You're probably right. But we'll get there eventually. I truly believe that a peaceful future is waiting at the end of all of this.
Aw, Mercy. The character trait I know Rodrigue has is terrible taste in facial hair. Rodrigue's facial hair is not as bad as Alois, though, I feel. Or Gilbert. I mean, Gilbert just has like those nicks in his face. That kind of sort of looks like facial hair. When really he probably just cut himself shaving.
Once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
Thanks. Mercy's gonna need some serious tea time once this route is over. Yes, she is. Tea time and sweets for Mercy. Where's Balthus? Well, okay, buddy. What do you want from me? Hey, Theron. We're in chapter 21. This is the last exploration where we're talking to everybody. We're gonna still do exploration just for skills, but...
We're heading up to Embar next. I hope I make it back safe so I can tell my little sis about it.
I hear they got a neat opera house there, where Manuela used to perform. What was it called again?
Haha, that's the one. My little sis always goes on about how much she'd like to see him perform. I know we can't see a show, but do you think we could at least see the building?
Ferdinand's your favorite? Favorites are Dory, Mercedes, and Edelgard. They're all very different, too.
I wonder what the Emperor looks like. I bet she's really scary. Oh,
She hot,
you don't think
I'll
so?
tell you that.
I've never seen her, so I was just guessing. She tried to destroy the kingdom and the Alliance, and order the capture of the Archbishop, right? I don't know.
Someone who could do such terrible things just has to be really scary looking.
Or really hot. Just saying. She's really not scary. She's like 5'2".
Yes. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
And loves sweets.
Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Even I'm starting to feel tense. Me! Enbar's history goes back 1,400 years. That even predates the founding of the Empire. It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros faith, so it's a pretty big deal. But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle. I've got it covered. I'll defend it to my last.
Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me.
Petra's my queen. Edelgard, Dorothy, and Caspar are my favorite.
Right. While on some business, I went to see how the kingdom capital is getting on. There are still some things to work out before it can be restored. But generally, things seem to have calmed down. It's on its way to resuming its old energy. I think this will end up being a better kingdom than before. I really believe that.
Okay. Well, there is no other option, because this is the route. So of course the kingdom's gonna be fine at the end.
Right.
This guy looks suspicious. Oh, well, there it is.
I followed her because I didn't want to die.
We know why you followed her.
I felt so ashamed.
We know.
Anyway, I still
He's
can't
got feathers
figure
on
out
his
why I did
titties.
it. Anyway, I'm glad you did what you did. From now on, I'm going to devote myself to the kingdom and fight for what I believe in.
Oh, Dragon. You might be happy to know that we have a notes emote now. I think you came in after we did the emote reveal. Oh, speaking of Caspar.
It's such a relief that we've made it this far without having to fight my father.
You have to face him at some point.
Are you trying to scare me? What if he turns up while we're charging the capital? But still,
cut his head off.
I wonder what'll happen to him.
What
if we
Sylvain
win.
did. That's what Ash did. Oh, Felix and Sylvain hanging out together. Well, they're not really. Where's Sylvain? Well, never mind. Felix is brooding.
He intends to speak to the Emperor? She's his stepsister, I know, but this seems risky.
You're against it?
No, I'm not. I'm sure he's thought it through. If the two can settle this diplomatically, that would be the best way out of this mess. No more bloodshed.
If only that
Let's
would
just hope he doesn't become so overwhelmed with emotion that he's unable to strike her down, should the need arise.
I'll probably have to do it. Which will be great.
Right.
Professor? I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the Empire.
It's not in
And what's
BTTV Dragon.
It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle. But let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
Sylvain, you just got way too real for me. He knows what's up. It would have been better if Dedue appeared to stop Dimitri mid-massacre. They could have set up a brawl between the two of them with Dedue knocking some sense into him. It would have been really interesting if, like, before Dedue came back, if, you know, Dimitri was... feral. I don't know how else to say it. And then Dedue came up and was like, no, this isn't you. You know what I mean? And then they had a moment. Why didn't we get that?
5 years ago, Edelgard said a thing to me. Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. But she also said I always have the freedom to be choosing whether I am with or not with her. I
wow,
will
what a
become
tyrant.
the ruler of
what a
Bridget.
monster.
So she said I must make my own path. So now, my path and her path will be colliding.
Yeah, I like Sylvain when he's not, you know, being his normal self. He's really intelligent. He just kind of hides it. That would be interesting. The vassals don't really get moments to say you're doing a bad that much. Yeah, and I think that would be really good if they would. Just like I think Hubert should have stopped Edelgard from doing whatever she's about to do. Because if they're gonna listen to anybody, it's gonna be either Byleth or their vassals.
Returning to the monastery brings back so many memories from 5 years ago. Hard to believe we only spent a year together here. So much happened that it felt a lot longer than that. But it was all so exciting and so much fun. Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long. What was that year like for you, Professor?
It was a lot of fun.
I don't think I could ask for a better answer. Let's all do our best to survive this, so we can come back here when it's all over. I know that's what I'll be doing.
Aw. Ash! He's so pure.
Professor.
Oh, hi, Dory.
I keep thinking the war is near its end, then it isn't.
Don't
When
worry.
can we finally
It is this
put
time.
dreadful war
We only have 2
behind us?
chapters left, Dory. Let's end it.
That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe. Professor! My mother might be in the city. I don't have many good memories of her, if I'm being honest, but she's dearer to me than my father. If you happen to see her, please make sure she's not caught up in all the fighting. She's only a civil servant, so hopefully she takes a cue from her Bernie and stays inside. Professor!
I'm getting the hang of this.
Shamir is good, but Catherine doesn't deserve her. It's true. I kind of ship them, but then at the same time, Shamir is definitely way too good for Catherine.
Thank you. I'm so glad you were assigned to the Blue Lion House, Professor. We made it this far, thanks to your guidance and leadership. There's a bitter fight ahead, that much is certain. You have my lance.
Counting on you.
Yes. Let's do this together.
That would be really funny if she didn't, like, if you didn't train her in Lance at all. And you're like, Ingrid, you're just a magic user. What are you talking about? Who's over here? Oh, there's Balthus.
I hear that damn Dimitri guy plans to chat with the Emperor. Can you believe that nonsense? Really, though, we've been trying to kill each other, and he wants to shoot the breeze? Is he dumb or just insane?
Balthus, if this is when you're questioning his sanity, you missed a couple chapters.
No maybes about it, pal. You ask me, they should settle it like civilized folk. With their fists. Guess it's up to the one true king of grappling to talk some sense into old Dimitri. When I'm done with him, he'll be ready to brawl.
Mercedes Constance is the ship I didn't know I needed. Aw. Top tier sorceresses. Just Raphael's like, whoa, Dimitri doesn't like spicy food. He is unfit to rule. I mean, at this point in time, Balthus, this is where you think Dimitri's losing it? I mean, Balthus, I guess, was just hanging out in Abyss during those chapters. He didn't know what was going on.
Professor, at last, the end is nigh. I love the Empire. Part of me wants it to survive, but I know that is not reasonable. The Empire's time has come. The kingdom is battle-scarred. The Alliance is in tatters. People must be terrified.
The Alliance didn't have to be.
The world is crumbling around them. What we need now is a mighty leader who can rebuild Fodlan and rule it as a single nation. Nonetheless, it saddens me that we will not have an Adrestian Emperor.
We could have.
At last, we've come to the final confrontation. Ruin to the Empire. Glory to Fargus. Of course, to be perfectly honest, I would have much preferred to march against the Empire at the head of the Alliance. But I suppose I have Claude to thank for denying me that satisfaction, don't I?
Yes. Drag him, Lorenz. Lorenz being very extra. Well, that's Lorenz in a nutshell. I do like Lorenz, but he's very extra.
Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
There's still hope.
But where is my true love to be found? Where is my ray of hope? At this point, I'm just hoping you stay single too. Then at least we can share
honey,
each other's
my dragon
misery.
husband awaits. But I know where you can find love, twitch.tv/cat for the win.
So...
I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Oh, this room. I've turned on Claude since he is the only lord who can live in every realm. I guess that's true.
I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there. Not too long after, I was brought into the world. I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place. It is most regrettable.
Lynn, don't you dare say you want to have kids with Flayton. No.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the
that
sacrifices
support
only
needs
grow
to
larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle.
Oh, what does he want to hear here? I don't know. Far from save ourselves is better than dragging
I can appreciate that.
I always get this
one
one wrong.
Is better does
Did
not
you force
mean
anyone
that it's
together this
good.
time? No, I did not. Simply because I want to save my renown for maddening mode. Because I'm scared. I don't even know if we'll make it to the point where I can use my renown, but I want to have it. Because you do get to carry it over. And I'll be using the save for maddening mode, so I want to make sure I have all the renown I can.
Enbar's streets are paved with unhappy memories, Professor.
It's really expensive
I've
to
avoided
force
the
people
damn
together.
place ever since I abandoned my nobility, swore never to return. Now here we are, to return in this manner. Well, I can't say it is something I ever imagined. Especially as I'm returning to end the Empire. What a strange feeling, breaking one's history.
There's probably more chaos in this route than in Church route, agreed. And that route had all 3 countries crumble.
At last,
well.
It's time to face the Flame Emperor, Edelgard. I know that the future of all Fodlan rests on this battle. Nothing else is more important. But for me, this is personal. For Captain Gerald's sake, I'm going to give it all I've got and more.
Leonie talking about Gerald till the very end.
Here we are, facing the final battle with the Empire.
If you talk about Gerald too, Alois, I swear.
We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Gerald. He's watching over us now, protecting us. I know he is.
Okay. Alois. Oh, there's husband. Hello, husband.
Rhea will be somewhere in the city. I wonder if she can sense us coming. The battle will
Leonie's
soon be
dead.
amongst
Let
us.
him go.
Let us both be at our best for what is to come.
Probably do sauna time first, but I'm going to give you some gifts.
I accept.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I meant this one.
This is wonderful.
There you go, sweetie. Go fishing. Marianne.
Dear goddess.
We praying for her.
For your safety.
Aww.
I'll do all I can to survive. But please, please don't die out there, Professor.
Marianne, don't make me emotional right now, okay? What? I'm already emotional. I don't need this right now. Okay. Let's take Flan. He's our small Death Knight. And we gave her all of the stat boosts last time. Oh no. Well, F. Well, at least Flan is refreshed.
Here we are.
Okay, let's see. What are we most likely to be able to increase by the end of the month? Heavy riding, or heavy riding. Heavy armor or riding, maybe. Lance, maybe. Any of the bees, because they're not going to take as much. Seteth! Oh, there you go.
Rhea.
Oh, hey, we got a grade. Now I just need to find everybody else who teaches Lance. Leonie probably does. Bee of heavy riding. You know her horse is named Gerald.
At last.
Alright. Thank you, Leonie. Ferd might too. Wrong room, wrong room.
Professor.
Oh, shoot. Well. big F. Does Gilbert teach Lance?
Hey.
Ah. I know he teaches heavy armor.
Let me consider.
Sure,
Thank
have
you
it.
very much.
Oh, he does. Okay. Catherine doesn't. Hilda doesn't. This might be our only option. Well, Sylvain might just do axes, though. Oh, and of course, he's all the way over here.
Professor!
Professor?
I've been...
Fine. We'll just have to work on axes, too.
Hey.
This man.
Please, let me consider.
Loves to breed me. And we might be able to get to an A+ in axes for the battle.
Come to think of it.
Well,
Okay, 2 left.
Professor! Here we
Alois. Yep. Alois has a worse mustache than Roderick, I'm just saying. Now that I'm seeing it up close. Well, nobody wants to be here today. It's fine. Oh no. Joker! Inappropriate. This is a family-friendly stream. How dare you? Don't think too hard about it, Stardust. Just pretend it never happened. These kids need motivation, I'll tell you that. I mean, I did nothing to motivate them, but still. Pretty sure this is on them. Sir, this is a when to use. I don't know who I want to do to end up with.
I'd like
Can you
to
blame them? You
explain
haven't fed them in a month. Listen, not my responsibility. Soldiers have been unhappy with the food lately, and the complaints have been bad for morale. Oh, well. What should we do? Crucial cooking classes. Obviously, we need a better cook. Prioritize finding higher quality ingredients. Get a better cook.
I don't think you understand the situation.
Well,
Professor.
It might help. Oh, it's Manuela's birthday today. And Kat is nowhere to be found. Kat, this is your wife, and you're missing her tea time. Lavender.
Well, inviting me to your room. That's intriguing, Professor. Very intriguing. What a lovely smell. I like this tea very much. Thank you. Smells lovely. Yeah.
The ideal relationship.
Huh?
Best performance venues. For sure. How is Kat missing this? I thought she'd magically port in. Well, if we hear, oh, Professor, we'll know.
Huh?
Relaxing at the
good.
sauna.
I must thank you for spending so much time with me. Your company helps keep me sane.
Kayla. Great.
That's right.
That's right. Don't mind me, just having perfect tea time.
Your gaze is sensuous. I don't hate it.
Well, and this is the trick, isn't it? Okay.
Every rose has its thorn.
Right, not to...
Every beautiful leg should have a dagger, don't you think?
Trying not to be an accidental pervert, just like 47.
Oh, Professor! This makes me very happy. Huh? Oh, Professor! Thanks for the treat. Come by the infirmary anytime you need anything. I'll be waiting, Professor.
Go now, go now.
I'm feeling great today, Annie. Let's get to it.
Leave it to me. With the two of us together, we'll get it done in a snap.
I hope you're right. Let's get this over with so we can have a cup of tea. How's that, Professor? Isn't it just perfect?
Look how easy it is when Mercy and I put our backs into it.
I just don't want Dimitri to end up with a net.
War is an effective teacher.
Can I use this
well,
off the
I
battlefield?
can't disagree.
I've come too far to stop now.
They are adorable together. These are facts. What support do we have? Oh, Mercy and Ash. Dang, Didu, no need to be cynical. Well, I mean, he's not wrong. Welcome, new viewers. Pick up a complimentary cupcake and gun. What a brand we've created. He just playing Cupid. I do what I can. Now I'm playing Cupid for myself, thank you. what kind of cupcakes? Whatever kind of cupcakes you like. All the cupcakes. Hey, Kyle. Ah, look at that. Perfect. It was meant to be. You just noticed the sauna man spreading? Oh, that's nothing compared to Balthus. Balthus just lets it all hang out. He's happy to take off those nipple tubes, so he's, you know, he's relaxing when he's in there. Strawberry cupcakes.
Professor! Here we are.
I do love strawberry desserts.
Rhea.
Used to have another account, but it was not verified, and the password of the email didn't work. Oh, so you had to make a new account. Well, welcome back.
Listen, Professor.
Well, almost there. Almost there. Balto goes full spread eagle. You're not wrong.
Please,
Let me consider.
I believe in you.
Hello there.
Free, scumbags! It's the cops! And this is our crime scene!
Kyle, thank you for the follow. And Dilly and Izzy, thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys? What were you playing?
Professor.
Is it Dilly? Who are you people? Hi, gonna go relax. It's Dilly. Hi, Dilly. I hope you had a fun stream.
That reminds me.
Hey.
Izzy is stressing over D&D. Oh, right, because that's tomorrow. Well, I hope he doesn't stress too much. I'm sure it'll be fine. I always have a fun stream. Well, I hope you had an especially fun stream today.
Fighting.
He always stresses. Can relate. Poor Dilly. Or poor Izzy. Poor Dilly for having to deal with this.
Hi.
Let's all do.
Have a good night, Dilly. If I could have a mod shout out Dills, like that'd be great. So you guys can go give them a follow if you haven't already. I'm sure most of you have, but you know, just in case.
that's right, but still.
I guess I'll work on Lance now.
Professor!
Bye, Eloise.
And
Does Hammond teach Lance? He might. No. Hanneman? How dare you?
At last.
Hey.
Please.
Let me consider.
Please, what? Like, Gilbert does not even want to teach me. He just immediately shakes his head like,
Okay. I'm tenured.
Talking to you reminds me of talking to my daughter. I hate talking to my daughter.
Right. Interesting. Seems.
Dang. I was hoping she would teach a Lance. She does not. I don't think anybody else does. We could do a couple dinners just for motivation. I'm thinking.
Yes.
Hello.
Professor.
The Harvest Festival is today. I'm back and there's a raid. There was a raid.
I never thought I would be able to enjoy a meal with my friends again.
No one is to blame. But yes, we should eat together more often.
Aw, the dude was so happy. Precious. You know what? There we go. You wanting to hold everyone's hand. He is wholesome. These are facts. Return from Noms. Welcome back, DJM. Alright, I'm the motivation police. That if I'm gonna need you to be more motivated, please and thank you.
This.
Good. Good work. No one cares if Gilbert is motivated. Motivation police, that's right.
Professor.
All of this is here. Where? Oh, okay, here they are.
I try. Oh my! Oh.
I hope this is the final.
Alright, what do I have for you, Annette?
Thank you so much.
A little bit. Good enough. Gonna get your spirits up, pal. That's right. That's right. Which Mass Effect species would each Fire Emblem 3 house's character be? Ooh. Interesting question. Dorothea would be an Asari. For sure.
No.
Dory and Mercedes, definitely Asari. Alois would be a Volus. Ignatz is a Hanar. Big stupid jellyfish. Caspar would be a Turian. So would Felix, for sure. Balthus would be a Krogan. Balthus would be a Krogan. Lan would be Aquarian. She fragile.
Aha!
Aha! I was wondering if to do would be one of the Elcor.
No.
Geez, Lan.
Oh.
I think Gilbert would be an Elcor. Sadly, I don't deserve anything. Is Rhea just straight up a Reaper? Yes. That.
Professor?
It's Yura's birthday. Do nothing. Sylvain would be a human, probably. A Solarian?
How's that, Professor? Isn't it just perfect? Look
I think Hanneman would be a Solarian. If anybody would be a Solarian, it'd be Hanneman. Sylvain would be a human who, you know, he would be Freddie Prinze Jr.
I am getting to
Mass
the heart
Effect
of it.
3.
Impressed yet?
Ingrid
Can't
would
say
be a
I'm surprised.
Turian. Hanneman is totally a Solarian. He really is.
Professor!
Instead of the dragon reveal, it's her humanoid form going limp and a Reaper entering orbit like, heard you were talking shit. Rhea, I don't know. Like, Rhea would be, if we were actually making parallels to their characters, Rhea would be Matriarch Benezia.
At last.
Professor!
I'm just saying.
Rhea will
There is still more to learn.
That's literally too perfect. I mean, what a dragon. Picture it. Rhea in Benezia's outfit. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. I is dead.
That reminds me.
if you wouldn't mind.
Don't worry,
I
you'll come
believe it.
back. Dedu wasn't really dead.
So,
Thank you, Kita. You're welcome. Alright, so we got Lancer B+. Riding them, but I feel like only...
No. That reminds me.
Ma'am? I feel like only Gilbert and
Come to think of it.
Hanneman can teach riding?
Professor!
Eloise, my word. I was just here. You don't need to scream at me.
Emblem.
Dragon. Dragon is such a mood. I picked Sylvain as the one human guy that the update on Andromeda forced relationship. Oh, forced me into a relationship with. Oh, he's. You're not wrong, DJM. I'm still mad about it. I could have had Jaw. Baby Jaw.
Actually.
Thank you, Happy. So if we were gonna do squad mates, or like just characters in general, obviously Byleth would be Shepard. And then if Rhea's Matriarch Benezia, then Arundel has to be the elusive man. Liara would probably be maybe Annette. Annette's a cute nerd. Liara's a cute nerd.
Let's all.
Nemesis is Harbinger. That.
Professor.
That. Annette.
Professor.
Ashley would be Ingrid. Who would be Caden?
I like this.
Caden is Sylvain or Ferd. They get blown up anyway. Oh no. I'm Professor Byleth, and this is my favorite shop at the monastery.
This looks still. Oh.
Who's the buff boy? That's Freddie Prinze Jr. I don't remember what his actual name is. Freddie Prinze Jr. just voices him. He's in the third one. Nope, can't remember. I tried. Didn't work. Oh jeez, what was that one thing that Flan and Manuela both liked? Vega, yes, Vega.
This is...
Oh, you're trying to describe Garrus?
That looks
Garrus isn't a buff boy. The Turians just have, like, they have a carapace. So they're all just sort of built that way, but it's not really... I don't think it's a muscular thing. Who would Garrus be? That's tough. Wait, really? Shit. Yeah, the Turians have like a carapace. Edelgard? I mean...
All the more reason to train diligently.
I am.
It was just bugging me that he was so close to a C+.
No need for praise.
Very similar in ways.
Of course I got it.
Fair. Garrus is more of like a vigilante though, at least in 2. But I kind of wonder if Edelgard didn't have access to, you know, an army and stuff.
I understand.
If she would have kind of been a vigilante, like kind of went off on her own and still did her own thing. Edelgard would have made a great archangel. I'm not angry. Almost there. So close. Oh god, Fender. No. During his cannibalism time. Remember that cannibalism phase? Dimitri had? Remember that?
No.
Dimitri is the Krogan Shepherd headbutts and kills in the second key. Hey Joker, went to get dinner, did I miss much? No, we were just talking about like characters if they were Mass Effect species or Mass Effect characters, like who they would be. Leonie, you can have flowers.
How's that, Professor? Isn't it just perfect? Look how easy it is when Mercy and I put our backs into it.
No.
It's within my grasp.
Now to keep polishing my skills.
Okay, so this is where we need to make the extra save. Once we're done exploring. Okay. BRB for realsies. Okay. If you're sure. We can't take this lying dragon. Alright. I am. Wait. How dare you?
Actually, don't tell me your plans. Just...
Oh, Fender, you should be happy to know that Charmander took the lead in the Story of Seasons stream. So we'll see who ends up being our starter in the randomizer, which I'm kind of excited for because I've never done a randomizer before. I think it'll be fun to not know like which Pokemon are gonna show up. My son deserves so much glory. Yes, he does. He's a good boy.
Professor!
Oh.
At last.
Who has time for doors?
And boss.
$5 at the start is going to be a bug. Well, whoever wins the dueling jar is going to be the starter. And then everything else is going to be randomized. So the starters will not be randomized, at least for Gen 1. For Gen 3, at least right now, unless that's next month's dueling jars, which I mean, could be. But for right now, everything would be randomized in Gen 3. So yeah, the starter is going to be the one thing that isn't.
Okay, I'm thinking...
Alright.
10 years ago. Okay, I'm thinking...
Professor!
Alrighty then.
Hey.
Never actually knew for the longest time that by tilting the controller or gamepad, it controlled the little Byleth on the loading screen.
That reminds me.
Our next...
Hi there!
Sorry.
Salt! Star! Power!
I see Flirty, thank you so much for the resub for 4 months. Hope you enjoy your emotes and also your sub badge.
Right.
That alert always gives me life. Welcome back, Mystic. Dang. I was hoping I could get to a B+. And riding. I could try Lance, but I don't think I'm gonna get there. I don't think I am.
Here we.
Alois, you can't help me.
So, Rhea will.
Hey.
Please.
Let me consider.
Oh, dang it.
Professor,
Dang it.
Okay, 10 years ago.
Yeah, not gonna get there. Unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? There's no point in doing dinners because we don't have any more class time. So I'm gonna make my extra save in here. And I think we're just gonna go then.
Okay.
Professor, do you think Edelgard will show up?
Sure.
Well, well. It's been a long time, Professor. And hello to you too, Dimitri.
Edelgard, I did not think you would actually accept my request.
Call it a win. Well then, what did you want to talk about?
I will get straight to the point. Why did you start this war? There had to be a way to change things in your territory without the need for so many senseless casualties.
It may be hard to believe, but this is the way that leads to the fewest casualties in the end. Don't you see?
How could I? Countless people have already lost their lives in this conflict.
The longer we took to revolt, the more victims this crooked world would have claimed. I weighed the victims of war against the victims of the world as it is now, and I chose the former. I believe that I have chosen the best path, the only path.
Even after seeing the faces of those who have suffered the ravages of war, you would still force them to throw their lives away for the future? You are obsessively devoted to this war, and deaf to the screams of its victims.
Pause. Dimitri, you do not get to lecture anybody about cruelty and not listening to the screams of your victims. Okay? But no, he had a personality switch, so it's fine. He can say whatever he wants. Yeah, Dimitri killed so many people in the horrible ways, too. Alright, just push through it. Seteth romance. It's gonna get us through it, guys.
You cannot change the cycle of the strong.
Where's the emote? I need it now.
Like
You're wrong. That very cycle is exactly what I have devoted my life and my power to destroying. If after all of this, you believe the weak will still be weak, that is only because they are too used to relying on others instead of on themselves.
Okay, guys. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this real quick. Tim, I know you want it right now. It's coming. We are gonna pause, and we are going to put in the cray cray emote right now. It's needed and warranted. Yeah, this is my least favorite path. Thayas? I hope I'm saying your name right. Yes. I've seen so many people online that are like, Blue Lines is the best route. I love it. And I'm just like, I mean, you can. That's fine. It's an opinion. You're allowed to have it, but... but that's all I'm saying. Like, you know. All right. Now I just gotta find it. Oh, here it is, emotes. All right, we're swapping it in. Fayas? Is it like Fay Yas? Like Yas Queen or Fayas? I wish I could understand it too. It's just bad. Thank you! I feel so validated right now. It's just like, it could have been a lot better if they had just given Dimitri more of an arc instead of just, you know, a switch. And now he's fine and he's moral and just and he can, you know, lecture Edelgard and all the shit that she's done. It's like, excuse me, what about what you did? We're just gonna forget that though. No, it's going on Twitch. I'm swapping out Kreia right now. What are we gonna call it? What do you guys want to call it? More like yes. Ah, yes. Gotcha. But you good, okay. Who's getting retired? Kreia's gonna get retired for right now. I don't know if we can have both at the same time. That's a lot of Krei. So what do you guys want to call it? Mood? I think we were too hasty in calling church route trash route. We really were. If I could go back and have a little chat with past Kita, who was, you know, just like 3 months ago, past Kita, and be like, listen, honey, I know that you think it's bad now, but it's just gonna get worse. Dementry! I love that so much. Best boy. Krei. Well, see, Kreia is we have Kreia, but she's in BTTV right now. We swapped her out a little bit ago. The other Kreia. Eco wins, that's it. Alright, Dementry. Here it is. I'm sorry it's so long. But or dim mood. Alright, Dementry. Save changes. Your emotes are instantly uploaded, yes. I love it, the trolliness. No Eco wins, that's it. That's gonna infuriate so many Blue Lions fans. I mean, they've already left the stream, joke. They've left the stream ages ago. And they're waiting to comment on YouTube when the streams go up. It's fine. Alright, so you'll probably have to Oh, it's mad. You'll probably have to refresh. But he is uploaded now. So, please feel free to use him whenever you see fit. Everybody refresh now. Oh, he's live for me. Andy. I bet you're all wondering how I got that picture of Tim. No. Hey! Tim. Mine don't show up in chat yet, but I can click on it. It should in a moment. It switched back to Kreia for a second. Here he is. Alright. He's live. Now we can continue this. Oh, we're gonna push through it.
Yes, perhaps someone as strong as you are can claim something like that. But you cannot force that belief onto others. People aren't as strong as you think they are. There are those who cannot live without their faith. and those who cannot go on once they have lost their reason for living. Your path will not be able to save them. It is the path of the strong, and so it could only benefit the strong.
So you consider me strong, do you? Even if one clings to their faith, the goddess will never answer them. Countless souls will be lost
confirm?
that way, living without purpose.
He lives in my head.
And I can be counted among those who have died that way as well. But that's why I must change this world, on behalf of the silent and weak.
And do you intend to become a goddess yourself? Will you
No, that's not what she wants at all. She doesn't even keep the throne very long.
The ones who can truly change the way of the world are not the rulers, but the people. Pushing your own sense of justice and your own ideals onto even one other person is nothing more than self-righteousness.
Maybe it is self-righteousness,
So you should
but
just
it
leave the
doesn't
world the
matter.
way it is?
Someone has to take action and put a stop to this world's endless, blood-stained history.
Do you not believe in the power of the people to join together and rise up? Humans are weak creatures.
No, he's not listening.
They are also creatures who help each other, support each other, and together find the right path. I have learned that humans are capable of all that from the professor and from everyone in my life.
I doubt a highborn person like yourself could know how the poor feel or what motivates them. This is nonsense, though I'm finally starting to understand how you feel. But that makes it even clearer to me that we can never fully understand each other.
I feel the same. I finally understand what you believe is right.
Goodbye, Dimitri.
Wait, Edelgard. There is something I must give you. This is for you. Use it to cut a path to the future you wish for. And I will rise up to meet you there. Elle?
Hubert's like, the fuck? Hubert's face.
Elle! So it's true. You're really going away? Going back home?
There's nothing I can do about it. It's all happening so fast. I'm as surprised as you are.
Elle.
His hair was never good, even as a
here.
child.
I want you to have this. Elle, listen to me. No matter how hard things get, you can't give in, okay? You've got to cut a path to the future you wish for, no matter what.
It's a dagger? Why would you give me something like this?
Oh, I'm sorry.
To kill people.
I couldn't think of anything better to
I
give you.
love killing people.
Edelgard, what are you doing? It's
Oh,
time
get
to
out of
go.
here,
Hurry
Arundel,
and
you
get in the
suck.
carriage.
Oh,
Use it to stab
sorry,
him,
Uncle.
Edelgard.
I have to go
You'll
now.
save a lot of us some time. I love how this is never addressed in her
remember
route
now.
at all.
You gave me a dagger all those years ago.
I'm still sorry about that. I should have given you something that would have made you happier.
Perhaps. At the time, I was quite flustered by such a dangerous gift. I left without giving you a proper response, and that was the last time we saw each other.
True. It is a sweet memory, with a bitter ending.
I'm afraid it will do no good to reminisce, Dimitri. That girl you knew back then is gone, as good as dead. But I'll tell you now what I wasn't able to tell you back then. Thank you, my dear forgotten friend. Because of you, I never lost my heart. As for the future, that will be decided in battle. King of Fargus, as the Emperor, I shall await your arrival in Inbar.
But if you just stab him now... I hate it, thanks. Oh, jeez. Oh, the decisive battle ahead. Byleth visited the cemetery. Dad, tell me what to do.
Sorry.
Gerald's like, you picked the wrong route, kid.
Looks like
I'm disappointed in you. Also, could you tell
One
Leonie
day,
to stop coming over
I hope
here?
you'll
It's
give
getting
this ring
weird.
to someone you love as well as I love her.
What a fucking monster, right? Like, I hate that whole, oh, she's a tyrant. She's so... Like, would a tyrant have met with him and had a civil conversation? No.
Well done.
This route was written by 2 different people. That's what it feels like. Yes, just stab your Uncle 80. All your problems will be solved. They would. There's a mistranslation in that scene. The original text, Edelgard talks about how Dimitri can never understand what it's like to be completely alone since he has support. Oh, there you go, Joker. He's kind of okay now, but we're still just ignoring the 10 hours or so of this. Yeah, exactly. It just feels very hypocritical of him to try to be like, you can't do this. It's like, what about all the things you've done, Dimitri? And even still, it's more of a sad thing than a, like, she's a terrible person. You know what I mean? Like, it also doesn't really make complete sense for Dimitri fans to also hate Edelgard, because it's more of like a sad thing. Like, they were obviously very close, but they couldn't see eye to eye. That's more tragic? Fallacious. The poor must seize the means of production, but trickle-down economics. Well, I can tell you that we are not picking Dimitri to support. Seteth, finally. Yes, I do, damn it. I worked for this. I worked for this as support, guys. Can we pretend we did the fight, but really not do the fight? Oh, how I wish, DJM. But if I'm gonna criticize this route, I'm gonna play the whole thing so that when somebody comes at me and says, yeah, I bet you never played Blue Lines, I'll be like, actually, I did. I'll be able to say I played them all, so. You know, here we go. Byleth, why do you have that? That should probably go to Flan. Alright, let's repair Didiu's gauntlets. He's got his dragon claws. I gotta go give Manuela her dragon claws so that she can be ready to go. Dimitri's argument was like, the people will rise up. They never have and don't have the means to, but they will. They need their oppressive church to keep purpose in their lives. The problem is, too, is that we've seen that Rhea has literally kept the people uneducated. And so they don't really have necessarily a lot of advantages, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's harder to spread information because she literally stopped the printing press. So they are definitely at a disadvantage. And yeah, they aren't really rising up against the church. Like, I'm definitely not saying war is good or anything, but it's just like Edelgard wanted to change in the world, and sometimes, unfortunately, violence is gonna happen. Not that that's a good thing, but, you know, it's a kind of sad truth that a lot of times when society has shifted, it's been because of a war. Sure, Ray kept peace, but what did it cost civilization, right? Trickle-down economics, laissez-faire, tax cuts for the rich. Eco. Delicious. Perfect argument. And again, I understand why Rhea did what she did, because she was trying to protect herself and her family. So I also get where Rhea's coming from. That doesn't mean I agree with it, but I get where she was coming from. All right. With Fort Mercy as conquered, it's time to approach Embar, the Imperial capital. Imperial forces stand ready in the city streets, intending to resist to the bitter end. Great. I find it ironic that Rhea never saw her younger self in Edelgard. They both came from having their families slaughtered and wanted to fix the world. The dragon dementia didn't help her. Yeah, it is really interesting because it's almost like they're two sides of the same coin. They do have a lot of similarities. But yeah, that's never really addressed. I still think it would have been great if in one route they had to team up and they just hated it the whole time. Like they just hated each other the whole time. But they teamed up against those who slither in the dark. That would have been hilarious, and I still would love to see it. That's why Rhea and Edelgard should be frenemies. I'm glad the conversation at least didn't go the route of Dimitri pleading to make peace and Edelgard being a total psycho. I'm comforted that Dimitri showed his ass. What? That Dimitri showed his ass? While being sane, so I can still call him a little shit. Well, there you go. Buddy Cop AU, that's right. Buddy Cop AU for Rhea and Edelgard.
The Kingdom Army, having gathered new troops and significant strength, commences its march towards the imperial capital of Enbar. In response to their movements, Emperor Edelgard orders her trusted retainer, Hubert, to the front lines to meet the Kingdom Army head-on. The two forces clash in the city's streets.
Oh boy. I don't want to be sad, guys. I'm gonna be sad, but it, you know. Fine. I'll just be sad. What do we got? This is probably when we're gonna have to take out Hubert. Yep. That's exactly what I thought this map was gonna be. Except the Death Knight isn't here this time. Okay. Let's do this fast. We're gonna try to speed run it. We don't need supports. So, or anything like that, so we're just gonna try and speed run it. We're gonna bring Flan, Seteth, Dedu, Asithia, Mom, Felix. Annette, Sylvain, Ingrid. I'll bring Bernie. Yeah. And I'll put Shamir what to do. I mean, maybe that'll help. Maybe get their ending. We can certainly try. Pupper stream after this round. I mean, they are here. Yeah. She's guarding her bone. She's just been sitting here with it. Haven't you? Borker's comfort key. This Borker's right here. It's dark. Where were you? May just be Emily Rue's up here too. At least there's no Yuritsa to make this map sadder. No, we've already had our sadness with Yuritsa. Alright. We've got a bunch of flyers. We're gonna try to move fast. And sadly take down Hubie. Where's everybody else? Oh, they're over here. Well, great. Swap those two. I'm just gonna move there. Oh wait, it'll be a little faster. Hopefully. Alright, let's go. Speed run.
Gates to the Imperial capital have been broken. All troops, storm in! The Emperor is within reach! Imperial troops are dug in across the city. Let's cut through them and carve a route to the palace.
Couldn't we just end Dimitri or surrender? If only.
The Savior King arrives, hands red with blood. Let's give him a royal welcome.
See, Hubert knows what's up.
Once the enemy is in range, fire at will. Reinforcements will fly in shortly. Keep your focus and hold steady until they arrive.
Hubert knows.
Onward.
Onward.
I'll cut through.
Go, Flan. Yeah, good luck taking her out, guys. He is buff to hell.
I've still got hidden talents.
Ready when you are.
At your service.
What's my strategy?
I see you, Archer. Trying to ruin my day. That one.
I am prepared.
I know you do. You got this.
I do this for all of us.
I'm your girl.
Let's make this quick.
What's the plan?
Guide me well.
I'm not there yet.
Hubert brings daggers to tea time, to be
Exemplar.
honest. I don't blame him. While watching you play has made me warm up more towards Edelgard. At the end of the day, I'm neutral to all the lords. That's fair, Umbreon.
Leave it to me.
They definitely all have their flaws, for sure.
Saw it coming.
I'm glad you warmed up a little bit, though. You? I'm gonna fight this man. Even more than I was already gonna fight this man. Get him, Flan. The tiniest Death Knight. Nope. And you're done.
I am only just beginning.
fence. You're telling me that I have to go. Is there no way? Went from not liking or understanding 80 at all, and then Crimson Flower made me adore her. This game does such a good job with perspective. The Slitherers are the only pure evil in the game, and that allows everyone to be shades of gray. Yes. Agreed. I'm just trying to figure out how to get over there. Why can I not destroy this fence? Like, look at it. Just want a sequel where we go more in depth into the Slithers? Yes! That would be really nice, because I feel like there are so many unanswered questions about those that slither in the dark. And even some plot holes, too. I find Rhea the most entertaining. I mean, Rhea is pretty entertaining. Also would love to know more about her and the Saints.
If you're sure.
Don't worry, Annette. We'll heal you up. Can I go through these little thickets? Offensive terrain for all except flowers. I should be able to. You can't? Okay. I was gonna say, how else would I get around this? Alright. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I'll wait to use Fortify then. We lack so much information. A prologue. Prologue would be good. Like a prequel. Kind of funny how you steamroll Arundel and Cornelia in this route and don't even know they're Slithers, right? I'm still confused that Cornelia was part of Crimson Flower, because when I did that route, I was like, who the heck is this? It was so random.
Wow, thanks.
Who is this woman?
I must pull through.
And you shall. You really wanna kill me, man? Well, fine then.
That's better.
Well done.
Draw them toward the Opera House. Reinforcements will be here any moment.
Oh no, the Opera House.
Too slow.
Poor men, well done, Dorothea.
Too slow.
Pointless.
Pointless.
Work. Is that it?
Saw it coming. this strength, I can protect them all.
Playable flashback from Seteth's perspective during the prologue would have been great, right? I would love a prequel. That's a great concept. 10 elites as units or something? Why is the fence even there? Wasn't there on the other routes? I don't know, but that's why I was confused. This is the exact same map, but the fence is there. I feel like this Fire Emblem universe is enough to warrant a sequel. For sure, for sure. Could have made Silver Snow more varied, yes. That's why I wanted to mention about this map. Oh, the weird fence. Dory shows up as an enemy unit on this map right in front of the Opera House. Oh, really? That's interesting. Also sad. Hi, Bloom. Yes, I want this route to be over. Alright, Ingrid. Really? Huh?
What's my strategy?
There is still room for improvement.
So they've stopped our reinforcements. We will need to thin their numbers as well, or else. If House Varley's troops arrive in time, we may be able to flank the kingdom's army.
I must pull through.
Petra's here so damn fast she's almost impossible to hit. Oh geez. Had Dorothy and Manuela on this map and they had unique dialogue. Oh really? What was it?
Thank you.
I don't think so.
Guess all that time wasn't wasted.
Hi, Joshua.
Need to pull my weight.
Dorothy was sad and Manuela was sadly recalling memories. Aww. Petra shows what dodge tanks can do on this map. She's even got a sword of Zoltan, so she pretty much kills any squishies and can't be touched by tanks. Well, thankfully we don't have to worry about that. Otherwise, that'd be a problem.
Much needed. I'm your girl.
Thank you.
Here comes Dudu. Oh, I forgot Dimitri was here. I'm not a fan of this map after the Balthus paralogue. Remember the stupid fence? Why is it here? It's never been here before.
war is for the wealthy.
My lips are tighter than a... My lips are fatter than a weight.
A little bit of thievery here and there.
Yes, of course, sir.
William, thank you for the $10 tip. Hopefully this gets you through this route. Aw, thank you so much. Bulbasaur. That timing, I know. That guy walks in, tries to say something. I think not. Thank you so much, Bloom. Bulba thanks you too. Alright, real quick. This is the situation. Charmander took quite a lead earlier. But Bulbasaur could catch up. At Squirtle, maybe not. Maybe not so much. Everyone press F for Squirtle. Thank you, Bloom. There are 2 buildings that have 2 characters each for unique dialogue? What do you mean by 2 buildings? That got out of hand since last I saw. Yes. Got pizza and strawberries.
For now,
did you get strawberries on your pizza?
Achievement.
A storm hit my farm and destroyed most of my pineapples. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Soulless Monkey.
Thank you.
That is the worst.
What's my strategy?
Get him to do.
Strength is all for a mercenary.
Jeez. Well. Nice. Missed. Okay. Let's see. Nice. Fly.
Great work.
Might crit though.
Had I room to grow?
Bernie's just no good.
Bernie, you're great. Don't say that.
You are in top form.
Seteth. Oh, Mom is still all the way back here.
Much needed.
And Dimitri may never reach the battle, which is fine with me. we still need DLC where we beat up Bernie's. Yes. Not a problem.
Just be careful.
Walk it off, Sylvain. You're fine.
More.
What's this about a cookie pizza? That sounds delicious.
Well done.
Oh!
Not there yet.
Exemplary.
Someone had a cookie cake? A cookie cake? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Thanks.
A giant chocolate chip cookie? See, a giant chocolate chip cookie I'm all about.
Thanks.
Oh, there's Dimitri. Trying to catch up. Nice try. That is complimenting Lysithea a lot on this map. Yes, he is. Do it, Bernie.
It's almost a shame to kill you. Not even death will make you consequential. We must place our faith in Her Majesty. Her victory
Told you I was speedrunning it.
Everything.
It's over. The way to the palace is clear. Let's move!
6 turns, I'll take it. Oh, Hubie.
Send your platoons to capture Enbar. There is to be no needless killing or pillaging.
Man, they're really
Understand?
trying to make him
Yes,
seem
Your
like he,
Edelgard awaits us.
is just
We will advance
perfect
our
and
main forces
just
straight
and
to the
never did
palace.
anything wrong, aren't they? Finally made it here.
Yes, it has truly been a long war. We have only made it this far because of you. Actually, no. I
To
will
be
save
fair,
that
I should
sentiment
have
for
left
after
you
we
a
win
long
this
time
battle.
ago, Dimitri.
We will advance our troops and confront her. We must
I'm
strike
so
down the
altruistic
Emperor
now.
and
Also,
end this
fuck
war.
the poor relation.
My life is yours, Your
Complete
Highness.
180 characters. Seriously.
Let's win this and go back home in victory. I'll do the very best I can.
On my honor as a knight, I will not lose.
I know the goddess is watching over us. Let's be sure to return home safely. All of us.
As a citizen of Fargus, I will fight with everything I have.
Is it too late to go back to the river?
Is this what a do-or-die situation looks like? You would best give it your all too, General.
Go and win. Be the boar that you are.
Felix, that's not good advice.
Back.
Not good advice, though. Let's go!
Yes. I will... No. We will win this. Together. Everyone, move out!
The time has nearly come.
Oh, girl, don't do it.
Yes,
Whatever
the
you're gonna
anomaly
do.
should present itself shortly. However...
There's no reason to fret. Besides,
This
it's far
sucks.
too late to second guess. Now, assume your position. I can't promise your safety if you remain here.
Very well.
This pain is nothing compared to what I have already suffered.
Great. This is stupid. Claude is stupid in this route, and so is she. I'm just saying. I hate it. I hate this route. It's garbage, and I stand by that.
Part 2. Azure Moon.
Make sure to
Verdant
smash
rain
that
moon.
dislike button,
Oath
because I
of
know
the
you
dagger.
disagree, so feel free to smash it. Right now is the time.
After storming the streets of Enbar
That's
and
so
bringing Imperial
stupid.
forces
Why
to
would
their
she do
knees,
that?
The Kingdom army surrounds the
She
Imperial
doesn't even
palace.
do that in
But the
Church
enemy
route
that awaits them there is
or
not
Claude's
the
route.
Edelgard
It
they
makes
once
no
knew.
sense. And Claude giving up the Alliance makes no sense either. This is the true trash route.
We have annihilated Enbar's army.
Accurate.
If we strike her down now, this war will finally be over. I imagine she intends to keep fighting until the bitter end. If this is the end she has chosen, it is my responsibility to see it through with her.
I
Isn't
believe this
that
is the
so,
worst route in the game.
Emperor of Adrestia? We have no choice but to destroy each other. Such is the destiny we were
He only
born
does it in
to.
this route, and Dimitri
That
gave
is
her time
why
to re-strengthen
I
her
will
troops.
now
Yeah,
rise up
exactly.
to
It makes no
answer her
sense.
iron will
Like,
with the
unless
might of my
those who
lance.
slither in the dark forced it
I
on
will
her,
protect you at all costs.
it doesn't
You will
make sense
both
that she
live
would
to see
choose to do
tomorrow.
that.
Your
I just...
Majesty.
It makes no sense.
If the king falls here, that would mean my father's and
Claude does
brother's
not die in
deaths
this
were in
route now.
vain.
He's like,
Or
oh, you can
Renata.
have the Alliance, who
Krista,
cares?
Everyone.
And then
I
leaves.
will not lose.
That's what happens
Well,
in
if
this
I were
route.
to die now, I'd have a lot to explain to my brother.
All will be okay. I know we can win.
I won't falter, no matter who we're facing.
For all those who have lost their lives in this war, we cannot lose.
Yeah, I mean, she's cornered in every other route, and she doesn't... Stupid.
It is time.
Byleth knows. She's like,
Onward to our final battle.
shut up, Dimitri.
But my progress cannot be stopped, no matter how many people try. The war's end will spell destruction for one of us.
See, this is why I don't do face cam, because I look like that. Nobody wants this. I sure don't. Although, part of me does wish you could see just the absolute disgust and doneness that is on my face right now. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm cool with Edelgard just killing Dimitri and taking over as a monster. I mean, you know, why not? stupid. I'm cranky. Cranky. I feel like 80 was more forced to roid up than anything. It kind of seemed like she chose to, though, because she even said to Hubert that she was gonna do it, and he was like, I don't agree with you. Also, don't you think that Hubert would be like, I mean, Hubert does several things without her permission. Specific things that she didn't want him to do, but he thought was in her best interest, so he did them anyway. So you're gonna tell me that he's just like, yeah, it's fine. No, that also makes no sense. I hate it. Hate it. We'll stand by that. I will die on this hill. This is a big hill, and I am dying on it right now. Alright. Fucking hell. Is this another... No. I don't think there's any doors, right? Normally you have to open the door that's here. I guess that doesn't exist on this map. Dimitri's gonna die on this hill, more like. That does seem like it was done to make Dimitri seem better by comparison. This is revisionist history. That's what I feel like. I feel like they're trying to make you forget that Dimitri was literally killing people at the beginning of this route and feral. So they're like, wait, guys. We need the player to like Dimitri. So what we're gonna do is, after he has his 180, we're just gonna make Edelgard worse by comparison, and then everybody will side with him. And that happens so often in media, and I'm not here for it. Just saying. You can turn a monster into a hero with good writing. Dimitri is not an example of that. Okay. Alright, again, I'm gonna pair Shamir with Dedue. Maybe they'll get an ending, hopefully. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point. Replenish my battalions. When you start the fight, click on Edelgard. Okay.
Edelgard must be in the throne room. I would love nothing more than to charge in and settle this once and for all. But we must be mindful of the surrounding forces.
Strange. The mages don't seem to be wearing their usual Imperial uniforms.
We cannot allow our grand ambition to be stopped by these beasts.
What, did you want me to look at her abilities? Critical hits are impossible. Barrier reduces damage by 50% while intact. No risk of armor break. Refreshes each turn. Foe initiates combat, unit still attacks first if HP is less than 50%. The glowing area is her aggro zone. Oh, that's what you wanted me to see. As in, it's pretty big. Okay. Hey, that's the one guy that showed up in Yuri's paralog? Which one? Where's Gilbert? Did he finally die from his dry personality?
What's my strategy?
What's the plan?
Not die. It's always what the plan
I
is.
do this for all of us.
Guide me well.
I'm your girl.
Not so many archers. Doesn't have a character. Ooh, didn't like that.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, you go get attacked by everybody, Dimitri. How about that? Sounds like a good plan.
Onward.
One day, the war will be over.
Ready when you are.
I am prepared.
I'll cut through.
Why, thank you.
I can hear voices from the lower levels. Could it be enemy reinforcements?
Avoid losses by taking control of the stairwells. Block the enemy reinforcements.
Shut up, Gilbert. You're not even here. Careful with one of the mages. They have a spell that reduces HP 1. Well, Dimitri can take his chances.
You shall be obliterated.
Okay.
I will take you out so fast you will not have a chance to lament.
Mm-hmm.
Close one.
Well.
Where did that attack come from? If we do not find out, we have no chance of avoiding it.
We're in danger. Advance with caution.
We will return this world to mortal hands. May that filthy race of beasts wither and die.
Well, we'll see if Dimitri can handle it. He's 1 HP. We'll see what happens. Why not? Monotone Kita's great. What am I not monotone? Oh no, he's dead. What a shame.
Is that it?
Next try.
Dimitri will get over being dead. Someday. Not today, but someday. I need you to get out of the way. Thanks. And so Dimitri never became king. I mean, I will divine calls for that.
I'm your girl.
For Dimitri, nah. But for that,
What's my strategy?
Get out of the doorway.
Onward.
Thanks.
I am prepared.
Womp womp.
I'll grow as strong as I can.
Exemplary. Guide me well.
I do this for all of us.
Good job, Bernie.
Let's make this quick.
I feel weak.
Rub some dirt in it, Ingrid.
I must continue my training.
What if the power of true love can change 80 back? Quick propose to her mid-battle.
At your service.
I mean, I feel like that would work. Seems like... Seems legit. Alright.
I'll keep moving forward.
I'll cut through.
That's better. Ready when you are.
Well.
Hey.
Well. Well. This is where it's gonna get dangerous.
Committed to memory.
Dang, can't reach. I was hoping I could.
A bit disappointing.
Wish I could fly over that. I'm trying to get Lysithea to go up there.
What's the plan?
Maybe Violet. Maybe the death of Rodrigue can cure me too. Maybe. You won't know until you try.
Thanks.
I mean, have you tried killing Rodrigue? You never know how it's gonna make you feel. Seteth's about to have a bad day. That can't be helped.
Thanks.
Guess I need to train harder.
I needed that.
Well. I'm assuming she can hit... Well, F. I'm assuming she can hit Flyer. In that game. Probably doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Well, F. I thought he was gonna make it too.
To fall here.
Ah, well.
My role is too important.
Ah, well. Can't have everything. You know what? We haven't used the Sword of the Creator in a while.
I'll take you down here and now, for the sake of the new dawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think so. Fuck you.
There is still room for improvement.
Myson! Everyone retreat! We cannot sacrifice our goal!
Bye.
The mages are retreating. So, they weren't Imperial troops after all.
Stop yammering.
Nope.
We must advance, Boar.
They just saw a gathering and decided to join the party. As you do. Let's see how many characters are gonna die before we get there.
I keep advancing.
I'm so done. I'm
Amazing.
not even bothering with Divine Pulse. That's how done I am. I just... If we finish the battle, that's all that really matters to me at this point. That is the level of done that I am.
I think I got it. So steadfast.
You're a big help. Just be careful.
Based on my notes, Kita has checked out. I have bullshit. Bullshit, I call it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I've had the animations off for a while because I've already done all the other routes. Bye, Bernie.
It hurts. Better pull
He is
back,
willing to let a
Bernie.
lot of you die, but it's a sacrifice she's willing to make. True. It's true.
What's the plan?
It's so true. Oh, Annette might be the next to die. We'll find out. I'm just putting their dodging skills to the test, you know? They should have been paying attention in class. If you're not gonna pay attention, you're gonna die. What do you want from me?
Thanks.
You're a big help.
and cannot see the future ramifications at stake.
I'm letting the sacrifices happen.
Bury them. We must trample the past underfoot and move onward to a brighter tomorrow.
Breaking news, teacher sacrifices her students because she's done. What an accurate headline. Listen, monster guy, like, that's cool and everything. You're having a bad day, but I just don't care. Neither does Felix. If you could just get out of the way. Dandy. You too. Bye-bye.
This is no time to stand idle.
It's not my fault you failed class. If you die, it's your fault. Yeah. Should have been paying attention. What do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Ingrid, why don't you get up here? It's gonna take you forever. Well, you wouldn't be the first, Lysithia.
Apologies.
Is all I'm saying.
Thanks. Let's make this quick.
Buddy, don't have time for you. Or you. Quite frankly.
Pathetic.
This was the final exam.
I must pull through.
Yep. I mean, you're either gonna pass and live or fail and die. There is no middle ground. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be fun. And of course, by fun, I mean not fun at all. But you get it. You get it. Wow. A whole 4 damage. So is this the only route where you don't fight a dragon? Is that what this is? Oh, hey, that'll do some damage. Oh, he'll miss. In which case it won't. Well, Sylvain, you might end up failing. We'll see. If you live, you pass. Otherwise, you have failed.
If you're sure.
Oh, I am. I sure am.
Thank you. You don't fight a dragon with Claude either. I guess that's true.
You just fight, you know, a dead guy. If only. Gonna take 5 years to get up those stairs, but
Leave it to me.
Too slow.
hey Harold, how are you? Dedue is the true king. Deduing us proud. Honestly, orders of operations wise, I'm glad I went Deer Lions, Black Eagles, because I got the best and I got the bad, and now I'm in the okay. I can sort of enjoy it. Well, that's good.
What's my strategy?
So, that grotesque creature was Edelgard.
Dimitri,
She's prepared to
how long
transform
did it
her very
take you to
body
figure this out?
To fight for this future of hers. And I have no choice but to defeat her.
Dimitri, you're not
if it
even
costs me
here.
my life.
You're not
We must
even
defend
here.
the present. After all, it is all that we truly have.
Shut up. Dimitri's talking to the voices in his head, his only audience.
Edelgard, it is over. She's gonna kill herself, isn't she? Well. That's it. I'm going back to the river. See ya. It was better there. Ah, yes, his adoring fans. Because he was so righteous that whole playthrough. Well.
A rising flame
Only
was
it got him
alight
in the
as the flow
throat.
of time carved a new history for Fodlan. The long reign of the Adrestian Empire finally met its end when the imperial capital, the city of Enbar, collapsed. After 5.5 years of war, a new age was set to begin. With Fodlan united as the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Archbishop Rhea, still weak from her imprisonment, stepped down from her position. The Church of Seros began to take the needed steps to reorganize. Prince Dimitri formally ascended the throne, beginning his reign as
And
the
was
king
loved
of the
by
Holy
all.
Kingdom of Fargus,
Despite
which now included former Alliance and
everything he
Imperial
did, we're just gonna pretend that
territories.
didn't happen.
Texts from the time claim that the one who guided the king as he sought to create a world free from oppression.
New Age. Dimitri made it
became the new
perfectly clear
Archbishop
it'd be
of the
exactly the
Church of
same,
Seros.
right? Pretty much. The scroll isn't accurate.
You must be exhausted.
I am.
It seems like our work has only increased since the war's end, doesn't it?
I could use some rest.
I'm afraid that will not do, Archbishop. We are in the process of forging a new age. As the heir to the power of Seteth, it is your duty to lead the people of Fodlan. Rhea has entrusted the Church of Seros to you.
Fuck
You
Rhea.
must have agreed to that, yes?
I did not.
All of Fodlan, noble and commoner alike, is watching your every move. You cannot abandon your post now. The people would feel betrayed. Rhea
I don't
imparted
care,
this
Seteth.
role to you, and you are the only one who
I
can
don't
fulfill it
care.
and accomplish all that must be done. Do you think anyone will permit you to shrink from this noble duty?
Harsh words.
I am sworn to help you as best I can. That sometimes requires brutal honesty. Believe me, I am just as overburdened as you. But I will not abandon this. Where you go, I follow.
Pilot's like, honey, not now. I object. The fuck happened to Rhea? I don't know. She just like she stepped down too. I think Dimitri's just hypnotizing people. He's hypnotized Claude to step down, and now Rhea, he's just like, you will step down from your position. Woo. And then they do, and I'm pretty sure that's how he's doing it. So. Rhea just becomes irrelevant in the end. I mean, promise. We never found out how Dimitri got his eye
For
patch.
whatever centuries
I
may
thought we
yet
were
be
gonna find
ours,
that out.
I will always remain by your side. That is why I hope you will accept this.
It's green, just like his hair.
I will just come out with it. I love you deeply. Will you marry me?
This is a terrible time, sweetheart.
Since I have already tied my fate to yours, I could not help but imagine how lovely it would be to exchange wedding vows with you. But there is one thing I want to make sure you understand beyond any doubt. I am not proposing to you out of a sense of duty, nor a desire to perpetuate our bloodline. I want this
Well,
because
that's
I am in
good.
love with you. I
I'm
cannot
not
conceive
proposing
of
to
a
you to make
world
more
without
dragon
you.
babies. I just wanted you to know that.
If you feel the same, will you do me the honor of joining your life with mine? You will. Then allow me to renew my pledge. From this day
tall is-
forward,
oh,
I
I
will
guess he is
always be
tall.
at your side. Through good or ill fortune. Through the greatest of joys and the worst of woes. No matter how daunting the task, I will be there.
I'm so glad.
However, we must always remember our duty to the people, even if it is at the expense of our happiness. We should wait to announce our marriage until Fodlan's stability is restored. And with the thought of that day in mind, we must now return to our work.
Do we really have to?
There are people
Violet is
waiting
me.
outside your office.
Violet is done with this
Courage, my
shit.
love. Let us go forth and face the world together.
Seteth, I need a nap. Okay. Smooth proposal, bro. That awkward proposal. I mean, that is Seteth. He's a little awkward. I don't just want you for procreation. That is good to make clear. If you're gonna propose to someone, you should probably let them know if you would like to procreate or not. Because, you know, if you don't have that conversation before you get married, that's gonna make things a little awkward down the line. So it's good that he put it out there. Sorry, dragon. Thank you, Faye. Thank you for being here with me through these tumultuous times. I appreciate the support, everybody. That and the whole I'm really into Cars talk. I hope you're referring to Cars the movie, because that would be even funnier. Okay, I really just need you to know how much I like Cars. The Pixar movie. Now we get to be mad about ships. Yes, we do. If Dimitri ends up with Annette, if Annette and Gilbert end up together, that's probably what's gonna happen too. One of them. Oh, damn. Oh, Dragon, no. I'm rooting for trash ships. Burn it all down. Alright, what cruddy ships do we end up with? I feel like Manuel and Flane should have their ending, though. Because I paired them up a lot. I'm just curious if they go and, like, start their own opera house. That's what I'm hoping for, but I guess we'll see. Alright. Lacius has embraced the darkness. Flane was MVP so often. Alright, let's see. Yes, Dragon can always go back and watch the end of the VOD, because I do save them. Only Crimson Flower can bring me back to light. Is Silver Snow better than this? I was worn out from consecutive playthroughs, but Kita's reaction to Azure Moon inspired me to get back to it. Silver Snow is basically Diet Golden Deer route. So it's better than this one, yes, I would say so. But Golden Deer is more complete. You get more lore from Golden Deer than you do. Silver Snow is a bit cut short. But you do get Seteth and Flame, so that's good. Alright. The Anna was a merchant, the end. Oh, well, Shamir left everyone. Same. Shortly after the war, Shamir gave up the mercenary life and disappeared, though she was never heard from again. Rumors swirled persistently for years of a master archer turned thief who lined her pockets by shaking down all those who preyed upon the innocent. Shamir became Batman. I'm down. Alois went back to his wife and child that we've never seen, nor do we believe in. Once all the fighting had come to an end, Alois officially took up the position of captain of the Knights of Saros. In this capacity, he was much beloved, and the Knights became more unified than ever under his command. It is said that their accomplishments during his tenure were beyond even what Gerald's troop had achieved. I mean, Pixar, it didn't happen, Alois. Oh, Leone became the Blade Breaker too. What a shocker. Leone joined up with the mercenaries, formerly led by Gerald. As his greatest apprentice, she quickly took on a leadership role and eventually inherited the title of Blade Breaker. Came to be known as Gerald II. As she began to resemble him in all things, including his drinking habits, she left behind many unpaid tavern tabs, so that's great. Hilda. After the war, Hilda set politics aside and focused on what she enjoyed most, crafting fashionable accessories. Her designs quickly achieved widespread popularity. With the help of her brother, Hilda then created the first artisan academy in Fodlin, where she served as both professor and headmaster. Ignatz became Bob Ross. Linhart abandoned his inherited position in favor of a carefree life at Garrickmark Monastery. There he spent his days at ease, whiling away the hours at the fishing pond or in his private study. After his passing, a treasure trove of documents was unearthed, revealing the key discoveries he had made during his many years of press research. Raphael returned to his hometown to serve his liege lord as a knight. Guess what? The alliance doesn't exist anymore, so... After years of loyal service, he resigned his duty to devote his attention to the inn that his grandfather and sister had opened during his time away. Eventually, he became the inn's proprietor and developed a reputation for astonishingly good cooking, although no one ever got to eat it because he ate all of the food. After Fodlan had healed from the war, I don't care about Yuri. Dorothea returned to the Middle Frank Opera as soon as the war was over. Thanks to her talent, the company enjoyed a resurgence in popularity that lasted well beyond the end of her own career. Once she gave up her position as a songstress, she settled down to a private life of peace and quiet. It is said that she was very happily married. Good for Dory. Catherine. Oh, great. When Rhea resigned her position of Archbishop and left the Church of Saros, Catherine followed. What a fucking shocker! She devoted herself wholly to Rhea's protection, and the two lived a life of quiet seclusion. Though Thunderbrand remained always by her side, she came to be known by a different name, the Guardian of Xanadu. Catherine got what— Catherine gets a good fucking ending out of this? Catherine?! Hanneman did Crest stuff. Lorenz. Soon after the war, Lorenz assumed leadership over House Gloucester and helped govern Fodlan as a representative of the Old Alliance Lords. His political talent yielded revolutionary policy changes, many of which were of particular benefit to the common folk. Petra returned to her homeland of Bridget and inherited the throne from her grandfather. As ruler, she declared independence from Fodlan and worked tirelessly to secure friendly relations with both Fodlan and Dagda. Her efforts inspired her descendants to carry the torch she lit, ensuring a future of peace and prosperity for her people. Yas, Queen. Marianne returned home to a hero's welcome. The people praised her talent and acknowledged her as the savior of Fodlan. Her adoptive grandfather groomed her as his successor, fuck him, teaching her the power of words over weapons. By the time she claimed her inheritance, she had transformed into one of Fodlan's most skilled orators. Balthus disappeared shortly after the war, but rumors of his exploits swirled for a long time thereafter. Some say he returned to Kupala, where he became a protector of the mountain folk. Others say he remained right under Garrickmark's nose as a prominent underworld figure. Whatever the truth, the tale of his domination in the first ever all-Fodlan tournament brawl is likely too persistent to be a fabrication. Oh no, this means Flayn has went to Dimitri. Alright. Minola left Garrickmark to build her own academy in a small war-torn town. There she contributed heavily to rebuilding efforts while teaching future generations the necessary skills of survival. Though she never married or had children of her own, she spent the last years of her life happily devoted to her students. Why does Catherine get the happy ending that Manuela deserved? Why? Well, Gilbert's alone. Good. Well then who did— wait, so does that mean Annette ended up with Dimitri, or who? It's bad. Either way, it's bad. Whatever. Gilbert dies alone. That's a good ending. Gilbert returned to Ferdian and resumed his duty as a knight, faithfully serving King Dimitri for many years. When he finally retired, it said he spent the rest of his days coaching the young prince in the art of combat. How about his wife and his daughter? How about that, Gilbert? Caspar did stuff. Ferdinand did stuff. As soon as Bernadetta inherited House Varley from her father, she withdrew from all political discourse and focused solely on the management of her own territory. Because of this and her penchant for spending long periods of time in hibernation, she became known throughout the house's history as the Bear of Varley. For her service in the war and her innovations in magic, Constance von Nivelle was among the first to receive peerage in the new Fodlan. For generations thereafter, her noble house was valued as a leader in magical research and development. Where exactly Happy went after the war is unknown. Some say she returned to her hometown to live a quiet life, while others speculate she assumed a new identity in the underworld beneath Garrickmark. There's one incident that is a matter of historical record, however. Some years later, when those who slither in the dark emerged to threaten Fodlan once again, they were defeated by a mysterious woman leading a horde of beasts. That is a great ending for Happy. Lysithea died. I'm sorry. Sylvain did stuff. Well, this is a pair. After the war, Felix inherited the title of Duke for Aldarius from his late father, Rodrigue. You know Rodrigue, remember him? Remember him? He died, and then Dimitri was 180 fine. Remember Rodrigue? Yeah. He married Ingrid, the daughter of Count Galatian. The couple spared no expense in restoring both their territories, paying special attention to Galatia's desperate need for food and fun. Some years later, there was an attack on the castle town. The Duke lost the use of his sword arm from an injury sustained protecting his wife. It is said that he never regretted it, as he was only fulfilling a promise that he made to his beloved wife a long time ago. After the war, Annette and Mercedes lived separate lives, the former as a teacher at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad, the latter as a cleric at Garreg-Mach. Though they lived apart, they exchanged letters so frequently and shared their lives with one another in such detail that it was as though they were side by side. After many decades, they resigned their respective positions and reunited at Garreg-Mach. In their final years, they relocated to a modest house in the fortress city. It is said that they were happy together to the very end. Well, at least they got a good ending. I wasn't expecting that. Though the innocence of the Dusker people was proven, prejudice against them still lingered in the kingdom capital. For this reason, Ash refused a knighthood when it was offered to him and chose instead to open an inn that specialized in Dusker cuisine. Dedu began to frequent the place on breaks from his duty as the king's vassal, and over time imparted to Ash his culinary wisdom. As the inn gained popularity, the people of the kingdom began finally to see the Dusker people in a positive light. This led to a reconciliation between the two cultures that came rather more quickly than expected. Can I leave my own chat? Can I leave my own chat? I would like to leave. Dimitri assumed the throne of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and spent his life ruling justly over Fodlan. Sometime after his coronation, he took Flayn, who now enjoyed a position of prominence in the church, as his queen. Many speculated at first that the marriage was politically motivated, but it is said that over time the love they had for one another became clear to see. Their lives were full of warmth and tranquility. Many years later, when Dimitri passed, his journals revealed that he had kept a meticulous record of all the meals he and his wife had enjoyed together. Oh no. Let me Google if I can ban the broadcaster. Thanks, Tim. Get back to me on that one. Listen here. No daughter of mine is gonna marry Dimitri. I don't care if she's my stepdaughter. I'm saying no. I reject this completely. How did Seteth not kill him? Dimitri's your son-in-law? Well, when I kill him, then I can become queen, because that's how it works, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna vomit. Byleth took on the role of Archbishop of the Church of Saros. When did I agree to that? And Seteth continued in his position of advisor. As they set about the grand task of restoring Fodlan and the church, Seteth's strictness, combined with the Archbishop's magnanimity, won the faithful over easily, because everything in this route just happens easily. Their personalities complemented one another perfectly in keeping church operations smooth. When Fodlan returned to stability, they finally announced their marriage to the shock and delight of the people. The faithful considered themselves truly blessed to be guided by such a pair. I can't even enjoy it, because the rest of it was garbage. I don't think you can ban the broadcaster from their own channel. Damn it. Twitch, why is this not a feature? I would like to put in a feature request, Twitch. We got some trash ships, y'all. We just got some, we're swimming in the trash. We are swimming in a dumpster. There's old, like, orange peels and banana peels and coffee grounds and just rotten food in here. It's not a good place to be. No, I don't want to hear the song. I don't want to hear songs. I'm done. Please reach out to support with any suggestions. What if I just went to support, was like, okay, so I would like to request a feature where I can ban myself from my own stream, please and thank you. And then Twitch responds by deleting the channel. Catherine was the only one who got a happy ending, except for Mercy and Annette, even though they didn't get to live together for a while. No! Don't start stuff! Alright. Well, there you have it. We did it. Cleared game data. Look, proof. Crimson Flower again. Silver Snow, Verdant Wind, and now Blue Lions. I've done it. I've played every single round of this game. You're welcome. Do you want to kill Rodrigue? I heard that helps. Well, gonna have to replace the desk. This is not my night, guys. You did it. Thank you, Faye. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that you guys are at least somewhat entertained by the salt. Yeah, Ash and Dedue had a cute ending. They opened up a restaurant, and really, that's all I wanted for Dedue. I mean, he didn't really open up the restaurant, but he helped. He helped Ash, you know? At least we got the Crazy Dimitri emote out of it. That's true. Harold. Thank you for surviving. What time is it? I don't even know. Oh, 11:30. We made good time. Well, give us that. Well, damn. So that was a thing we did. Can we go back to the river? Nothing bad happens in the river. I know, and Felix lost his arm. Why did Felix have to lose his arm? Oh, Catherine got all the cake in the end. It's true. Okay. It's been a journey. We started playing this game in like August, I think, of last year, August or September, and we played through all 4 routes since then, which is crazy. Cat's not gonna believe how bad this was. It's like Bioshock Infinite. We have to go back to the river to kill this ending where it began. Well, I can't believe so many of you actually stayed for this. I'm shook. Remember early on when you weren't sure if you'd like the game or how much you'd play? Yeah. What a naive little Kita that was. If I could go back and just give her words of wisdom, it would be... Blue Lions is trash, don't do it. I would use Dimitri's hypnosis powers. Why not? This was fun. The salt made the stream. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Finished all 4 routes just before the 1-year anniversary. It's true. It's true. This is the kind of vital journalism I come around for. It was August. I remember you played it before I started college. That's so crazy that we've been playing for a year, pretty much. Dimitri hypnosis powers is my newest favorite headcanon. It is Claude's birthday. I saw that on Twitter today. Happy birthday, Claude. I'm sorry that this route sucked. And I'm sorry that you just walked away from the Alliance because Dimitri hypnotized you.